What is going on, YouTube? Alan here, back with another video for you guys, and today is going to be the key steps that you should take to winterizing your car. So today it's mid-October and the temperatures are getting a little cold. I haven't got my car out in like 2 weeks, so it's been a while. And we got a few days here in the mid-70s, so I thought I would take these warm days to winterize my car and just get the car ready overall. And you know, as you guys can see here, the leaves are changing. It's about fall time. It's really looking like fall, and so yeah. So the first key step that you should take in winterizing your car and making sure it's ready is checking the air pressure in the tires. So let's do that real quick. The reason why you want to check the tire pressure is that the change in temperature affects the air volume, and so the colder it gets, the less volume air takes up. And so more than likely, as the temperatures get colder, your tire pressure is going to be just a little bit off and just a little bit on the low side. So it's important to check them up. So I'm going to be using this little guy to measure my tire pressure. You just stick that in the valve stem. Looks like maybe I can drop it down by about a pound. So I'm just going to do that for all 4 tires. So this is also an important note of checking your tire pressure. You don't want to drive the car before you check the pressure. And reason being is that when you drive, the tire, it gets warmer, and so the air inside also gets warmer, so your PSI readings will be a little bit higher. So all the PSI readings that you see inside of the door sill are going to be cold air temps. So preferably, you don't want to drive it, maybe like leave your car overnight and then fill it up in the morning if you drive it every day. My car, I haven't driven it in 2 weeks, so I know it's good. But I just thought it was important to mention. So the next key step in winterizing your car is going to be adding some fuel stabilizer over the winter. You're going to want to keep your car with a full tank of gas. It just reduces the erosion and just the varnish that covers the inside and the gas tank. And so I'm going to use something like this. And if you don't know, E10 is what's most common in the United States. And so you're going to want to add some of this stuff. I'm going to add about a half bottle into my gas tank. So let's do that real quick. And right after I do this, I'm going to be heading to the gas station. Let's see if I can open this with one hand without putting the camera down. Alright, here we go. I got the bottle open. So I'm going to try not to spill too much. There we go. And just going to let it empty to about halfway. Alright, well, a little over half. That should be more than plenty. But from what I read, it says that if you use too much, it's not going to hurt it, so that's fine. I didn't mean to put that much in, but it's about a little over half. So as you guys can see here on the label, 10% ethanol, that's E10, and most of your gas that you see, at least in the US, are going to be 10% ethanol content. So the reason why you want to put that fuel stabilizer in is because most of the fuel has ethanol, and ethanol attracts more water than gasoline does. And so that can cause problems in long-term storage. The water can cause rust, and it's just not good. And it can cause this varnish over the gas tank, your injectors, and all sorts of things. So you just put the fuel stabilizer in, and it's supposed to be good for your car. I mean, that's what they say. So I'm just doing it. And so yeah, that should be good. Let's close up the tank. Just close her up. And so I'm going to go get some fuel right now because I'm on about a quarter tank, and I want this to mix through, go through the injectors and everything. And so yeah, so preferably if you can get pure gasoline, that's what's best for winterizing your car. From what I've heard, it's like double the price and it's like impossible to find. But if you have access to just pure gasoline, apparently that's what's best. But I don't have any of that around me, and I'm running about 10% ethanol, just like regular premium gas. So yeah, guys, I'm about to pull out my car and I'll show you guys, and we're gonna go get some gas together. Alright, so I made it to the gas station. I didn't film anything on the way, nothing cool really happened. So, just gonna fill her up. There we go. My car looks so good. Let's look at this thing. I always feel funny filming in front of people, but, you know, I'll get used to it. This is what I mean by, like, the 10% ethanol content. So, like, basically all fuel in the U.S. contains 10% ethanol. So, that's E10. Alright, guys. Oh, excuse my radar. But here we are. We got a full tank of gas. Alright, so I'm going to go on a little drive. The windows are down. Let me know how it sounds for you guys. I'll probably see it in post, but I'm going to go on a little drive, let the fuel cycle through, and that'll be it. I'll just be heading home. I just wanted to let the fuel cycle through so that, like, that fuel additive is just going to just cycle through and just mix in with the gas really well. So I'm not going to go. Oh, there we go. Red light. Barely missed that light. My tires are cold. It's cold outside. It's 65 out, so we'll see how much I stick. Oh, all right. Hello, sir. All right, let's see how we do here. Alright, not too bad. Traction control kicked in, but we're all good. I just love the fall season. Look how pretty it is. It's probably my favorite season. Alright, we got a little tunnel. Man, that guy in that Jetta wanted to race. Alright guys, we're back. We got a full tank of gas and we got some fuel preservative in there. So we're looking good. But man, look at this mop. I gotta go get my hair cut. So I'm gonna continue this video like tomorrow. Tomorrow and the day after is like the only warm days. So tomorrow I got a few things I want to do. So you guys, I will see you guys like that. Alright YouTube, it's about a week later and I'm back. So I got to drive the car a little bit today, but that's it. It's been really cold, so it's why I haven't filmed in a week. But like, this is that weird time of year where like, I'm back in t-shirts and shorts. So like, I don't know, but I felt like just a few days ago I was wearing like 3 layers. So this is just that weird time of year. But yeah, there's one other thing I'd like to mention. And that is, usually I would change the oil in the spring or in the fall, but I did in the summer this year. So I think I'm just gonna wait, just do it first thing in the spring. But I would recommend you guys to change the oil if it's about time before it becomes winter and you don't have to do it out in the cold. But yeah, I do have an oil change video specific for the 718 Cayman S, and so I'll link that right there. But I'm assuming this is kind of like a general winterization video, so I'm assuming that a lot of you guys watching this aren't going to be having like the exact same car as me. I know a lot of the people that follow me do have the same car. I've talked to a lot of you guys, so but yeah, so for all you just general all car folks, you know, I would change the oil, but this year's just going to be an exception. I've done it in the past in the fall, but This year it's just going to be a spring job. I'm going to do it first thing when I get the car out. So it's time to wash the car now. But man, I'm really happy I got to drive the car a little bit. I got to today. I figured, you know, it was nice. I figured I'd go for one last drive, so ran some errands in it, and so yeah, here we are. So I'm gonna wash the car real quick. Alright, so as you guys can see, a few things happened off camera, so I'm just going to go over it real quick with you guys. So first thing, as you guys can see, got a car cover on it, and you know, this is like a custom fit cover, like specifically for this car. This one's by WeatherTech, and I would highly recommend it. As you guys can see, it's like, let's see if it'll focus, it's like fuzzy. Like, I could use this thing as a blanket. It's crazy soft. I would not recommend it if it's like outside, but since it's sitting in the garage, it's perfect. And I mean, if you guys can get like a custom form fit cover, highly recommend it. I mean, look at the way it just perfectly aligns with the shape of my car. It's great. I just can't recommend it enough. And one last thing I did was I put the battery charger on there. So I don't know, it's just I got a little towel to keep that wires off, but it just goes right in there. And I'll have it like this all winter long. Just keep the charge on it, and the car will be happy. The battery will appreciate it when over the winter. So yeah, that's all I got. It's not too much, but it is like a little bit of a process. Yeah, so I just want to document it for you guys. And if you found this video useful, hit like and subscribe. I'm not saying that like everything I did is perfect. Some of you guys, I'm sure, go all out and did things a lot better than I did, but this is just me showing you guys how I did it. And if you guys found it useful, like, subscribe, comment on the video what you guys think, or something I need to improve on, something I missed. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. I really appreciate you guys watching. Thanks.